Hey legends, welcome to the first episode of the Budget Build VS Commodore race car. So first of all, I'll give you a quick rundown of the car. It's a 97 VS sedan. It's a one owner, only has two 14Ks and it's got all the service book history. And I brought the car about 12 months ago, it would have been. I brought this and it had been sitting for 12 years, so there's a few little issues that I do have to sort out with it, but I'll give you guys a look around it and talk to you about it as we go around. So like I said, it's a 97 VS Series 2. It's just a normal V6 auto, original one owner. It's got the original wheels and that on it. Like, this car does not have a single mod on it whatsoever. As you can see, it is fairly neat and tidy vehicle. Now, some people might be asking, why are you going to budget build a VS Commodore when it is so neat? Why would you want to do that when they're not making these anymore and they're really hard to find in this condition? So the plan for this car is it is going to be a budget build type deal. It's going to be used for circuit racing, and I'm also going to take it down drag racing as well. And it is street registered, and we're going to try and keep the car street registered as long as possible until the cops begin to look at it. Once we start getting a few mods and that on it, and if they end up putting it off the road, well, it should just become a dedicated track car. So the budget for the car, we are going to see how far we can take this car on a budget of $5,000. So first of all, yeah, it is an automatic, and the car will be being raced at Symmons Plains in Tassie. And if anyone knows the track is really hard on brakes. So you may ask, why would I run a automatic at a racetrack that is so hard on brakes? So what we're going to do is we're going to fully manualise the auto in this so that it will hold gears just like a full manual, and it physically won't change gears until I physically shift this forward or backwards. And I'll be also upgrading the brakes and rotors on this so that it pulls up as well, because I've had a car out there before that's been like automatic with a sport shift and that. I had a Falcon once before, and that was really good around there. Upgraded, put bigger brakes, bigger rotors on it with the auto, and it was absolutely mint. There was, when you was racing people, you didn't have to worry about missing gear changes or anything like that. You could just flick through your gears and away you'd go. They'd miss a gear and you'd blow by them. So the first thing we're going to do is, the car's got a couple of issues. I've got to replace the rocker cover gasket on that side because it's leaking at the back. We're going to put brakes and rotors on it because we obviously want it to stop. We're going to put some power into this thing and also race it at Symmons Plains. And another issue that it's got is when you're driving it, it's perfectly fine right up until you hit about 4,000 revs. It begins to surge, or it's like it's got a miss or something there. So I've put it down to, I think the fuel pump doesn't have enough pressure once you get high up in the RPM. So I've ordered a new fuel pump for it. I'm going to put new plugs in it, new leads, and a new coil pack as well, just in case that it's one of those few different things. So if anyone else has experienced this problem with the Commodore at all, like be fine through the rev range till you hit about 4,000 and it starts surging and carrying on. If anyone else has had this problem, drop a comment in below and let me know what your fix was, because was it the fuel pump, plugs, leads, or a coil bean? Someone out there might know more than me, so just let me know in the comments. And if you want to keep up to date with the build, like I said, budget build race car, we're going to see how far we can take this car for $5,000, and later on we will be putting a turbo on this thing. As you can see, it is neat and tidy. Factory tape deck, nice seats, back seat all in good condition, real good headliner and all that. All the seats are not ripped or torn or anything. So like I said, it's a one owner in really good nick, so I knew that it was going to have a good motor and gearbox in it, and also wanted something with a fairly good beat up body on it. So I was basically looking for something with good bones, with just good running gear and all that. So if you guys like this sort of thing and want to keep up to date with this budget build, so we're posting videos as we go, and we'll get some footage of it once it's all up and running and on the track as well. Like, I'm going to have this thing hopefully ready for racing next year. I'm not going to make racing this year because they've already kicked off racing, and like I said, I've had this car for nearly 12 months, and I've only just decided now that it was time to pull it out and finally do something with it. So just give you a quick rundown on the car and what's going to be going on with it, and yeah, be posting more videos. So yeah, this is going to be our budget build V6 race car. We're going to see how far we can take it with $5,000, and yeah, then we'll look into a turbo later on and make this thing even faster. So if you want to keep up to date, like, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, get plenty more of this on here, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in the next one. So see you later, guys.